Right. Come up to Christmas. Some people forget the true meaning of Christmas. I just think it's drinking and giving presents. But obviously it comes from the story of the nativity. Very briefly, what is the story of Christmas as you remember?
It's baby Jesus was born. That's it.
Okay. Let's. Can we expand on that a little? Let's start the night before. What happened on Christmas Eve?
She was Mary was pregnant.
Right.
She's wandering about. Probably knowing it was due. Was she knocking about with the three fellas at that point?
No. No. Three fellas being...
The wise men?
No.
She wasn't with them?
No. Who was she with?
I honestly don't know.
What was her husband called?
Her husband was... I don't know. I wasn't that interested in Ari. Jesus was born.
Right, okay. And Mary and Joseph, yeah?
Yeah.
They travelled, didn't they? On a donkey.
Yeah.
What happened?
She's pregnant.
Yeah, we've done that.
And then she's like, I'm going to have this kid in a bit, sort somewhere out.
Right.
He says, we're going to struggle.
She came from Salford.
It's Christmas Eve.
Right.
And they stayed at...
No. Wasn't Christmas Eve, was it?
All right, then it's just a normal day. Yeah. And they stayed... They couldn't find it. They couldn't find anywhere.
Right.
So they stayed in a stable.
Right.
She had the kid on December 25th. That's it.
Then what happened?
That's it, really.
No, it was the three fellas she was knocking about with at the beginning.
The wise men.
Right.
And there was a star involved. They followed a star. You see, you're making me look like a divvy, but it wasn't an important lesson at school. I'm not a Catholic or anything. I'm nothing. I'm sort of... My mum even said, she said, don't tell anyone that you're not anything. She said, because something about witches. When I was a kid, when you're a kid, you're at risk of being taken away.
People think he's a character. People think this is scripted.
No.
Imagine if I bothered writing this.
But it's not important. It's so not important, this story.
What did your mum say about witches?
No, she just said, don't go around telling people you're not christened or anything.
Right.
I did a Sunday school thing called Crusaders.
Right.
Joined that, but I just went on like the Friday when they had Sabutio, table football. And then they came knocking on the Sunday saying, come on, you've got to come with us.
Right.
And I went and it was rubbish. There was no Sabutio. There's an old fella reading out a smelly Bible, really old books. And I hated it. I said, I'm not going on a Sunday again. So I used to just go on the Friday, and that is religion for me.
There you go.
I didn't need it. I don't need an old story.
Final thoughts? What does Christmas mean to you then, Karl? If you don't like old stories, what does Christmas mean to you? Just look down and tell people what they should be thinking of this Christmas. What does it mean to you?
It's hassle at Christmas. Got to buy presents. The meal's all right. The food's all right.
It's the best, isn't it? If the roast dinner is the king of meals, surely the Christmas roast is the king of roasts.
Yeah. Christmas. I could do without it. If someone said, we're getting rid of it, I'd go, all right. I don't like all the build-up. I don't like that bit in between Christmas and New Year when nothing's happening. That's a dead week. Nothing goes on. People are still off for Christmas. Christmas has happened. Get back to work. You can get nothing done. Everything comes to a standstill. Why do you like Christmas?
I like being allowed to drink gin and tonic at 10 a.m. while watching Noah Ledman's give little sick kids presents.
But that's what I mean. That's what it's about. It's not about, you're saying to me, telling me the story of baby Jesus. You haven't got a clue yourself. It's not about that. It's about, like you say, eating chocolates. Same as Easter is for fat people with chocolate. I love Easter. No, you don't. You like eggs. You like chocolate, you fat little... Do you know what I mean? So, we don't need it. Maybe back then, when you were, wise men knocking about a desert, they needed something to look forward to. They probably didn't live that long.
I don't think they were looking forward to Easter, though, were they?
No, but listen, But
Jesus certainly wasn't
You had
looking forward
nothing
to Easter.
back then when you watch Scrooge.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking forward to it. Tiny Tim, go and get a chicken. Now these days, have a chicken when you want. Anyone can afford it, so it hasn't got the same values.
Tiny Tim, go and get a chicken. Oh.
Happy Christmas.
Brilliant.
What is Victoria Plum? I want to know what it is. Does it look like a little gnome?
It's a woman gnome.
A female gnome?
Yeah.
A little gnome. Did your mum collect gnomes?
She likes anything gnomes. She likes fairies. She likes Indians. She collects all that stuff. And it doesn't matter what it is.
What do you mean?
You know, like a proper Indian with all the headgear on.
Or a Native American.
American.
Yeah, she likes anything with them on. Like, you know, it can be a fridge magnet. It can be just anything.
A lot of Native American wisdom is around the fridge magnet because they think it has special powers of adhesion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you read some of their
great
writings, the great works.
I just have to show you something, Rick, before we move on. I know we've got another Educating Ricky, but someone just sent this in. Yeah. They've been looking on eBay for Victoria Plum.
You're joking?
Come here and see the photograph.
Oh God, that's fantastic. Have a look.
That's it.
Oh God, he got that for his mum.
It's the worst piece of tat I've ever seen.
Carl! Carl! Imagine how. Oh,
gutted.
Oh, imagine how. Look, think of him now, right? There it is. Oh, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. I tell you, it looks like a Diddy man gone wrong.
It
looks like a Diddy man prostitute. That is.
Is that the one, Carl?
Well, it was a different colour. It had a yellow at mine.
No, but look. How do they get? Tell them they
Okay, so
going to eBay.
So you need to log on to ebay.co.uk. I'm sure you've used it before. It's the online marketplace, ebay.co.uk. And if you type in Victoria Plum, I'm assuming that you can grab his stuff.
That's amazing.
It's the worst piece of rubbish I've
just
ever
think
seen.
how cute he was as a kid, though, doing that. Just think of him, just going, just seeing that and thinking, she likes gnomes. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what her prize collection of gnomes looks like, but I can't imagine they're much better than that. I mean, gnomes are a fairly grotesque thing. But certainly your mum's taste and discretion is...
Did you have those houses on your estate? You'd go in there and it was just loads of those dolls still in their packaging all around the room. And sort of like one of those homes that keeps the sort of packaging on the three-piece suite.
Why don't you buy another one for her for Christmas?
Yeah.
It's $3.99 it looks, but that's £2.49. Because that was $399.
Well.
Oh, buy it, Carl.
No, I've sorted out her passport this year anyway. I'll get her that next year.
Can I just ask Carl how he got on over Christmas? Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend. I have to say, I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas present.
I said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Doesn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went, I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it. But I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it was like 150 quid for a meal for two, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
I love that! All right, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding, I'm not mental.
Yeah.
So
you treated her to some other stuff?
Some bits and bobs.
What, so she chose them and you paid for them?
What, the presents?
Yeah.
No, you chose them and she paid for them, but, you know, it's the thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what did you buy?
Well, just some bits.
Might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
Yeah,
Just bits and pieces.
leave out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday, right?
A monkey wrench and a new washer for the shower.
Yeah. Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh,
So,
dear.
now, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
Right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right? But she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what they are now,
tell us what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you. on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what they are.
It doesn't
It
matter.
does, Carl, it's you, mate. Of course it
doesn't
matters.
matter.
Oh, God!
We just remember.
Yeah!
Right, but there's no need.
I've got to tell him, Carl. I really want your permission because I don't want to be I know it's not, but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in a way, right, the way I look at it is, right, Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not...
Please let me tell him, Carl.
Well, let me just tell you first, now.
Oh.
Let me tell you why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right?
Oh,
First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway, right, with that present, because I bought some shoes yesterday, and she did say, I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home, I said, it's all right. I said, you can have them. Right? So not only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day, I got her shoes. She's probably had a
And they treat you like a horse.
Yeah.
It's not like, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
I
she's
have
done...
fed and clothed
Yeah,
her.
did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? So, the thing
She's
is...
done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some Lego.
When
Can
I
I-
was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8, right?
Oh, this is going to make me cry, isn't it, this?
No, it's not. I'm just
Go on.
saying the way it is, right? I woke up at about 4 in the morning. I was like, oh, what forgot? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, oh, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now, went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get, it's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the
So
presents?
but hang on. So what you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
That's-
Rick, did you get a brick?
No, let me tell him now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she said, she came and said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No,
No, it wasn't a joke.
It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after the year, past boots, thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, some value.
Right, you passed the
Were they
makeup.
used?
Right, but
Passed the
anyway,
makeup. You passed all the other.
Past the
Feminine
makeup,
stuff.
past the lovely vanity cases.
Yeah.
the foot spas.
Exactly,
Yeah,
the bathroom
Oh, hold
products.
on. How much are these, love? For 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get them reduced if I buy in bulk?
So how many did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild
Well,
time
you don't
with
need to
them?
wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And then what did she say
So,
when she opened them?
I
No,
just-
wait, Carl, what did she look at his
Right,
face?
play a record and we'll come back to this. You're worse than my father, that's genius.
Steve, who got them right?
You're such an idiot.
I don't know what to say to this guy. I mean, as soon as Christmas is over, pop in somewhere, get yourself checked out. Steve, I don't know how you pronounce his surname, Steve Toes or Steve Toze. He says, admittedly, this is the worst quiz ever.
It is the worst quiz ever.
He's
It
still
really
got the
is.
answers.
Nice one.
And he also says, say hello to my Mrs. Amy, who's up the duff for Christmas. Lovely, a wonderful poetic image.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Appropriate as well, baby Jesus born this year in something or other.
Don't be going into that.
Why?
Well, it's, BBC and everything. You've got there's a lot of people out there, different religions and that. Let's not talk about little baby Jesus and that.
Why not?
But you can talk
Just
about
best,
Jesus.
just leave it.
Well, we've just been saying Christmas all the time. What are you talking about? What have you been reading?
I'm just saying.
This is like last year when I was at the Christmas dinner table with my parents, and my sister is religious, I'm not, and we were arguing about Jesus, the meaning of Jesus, and my mum said, "Will you stop arguing about Jesus? It's not the time." I was thinking, well, this has got to be the time. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no other time than his birthday.
No, I agree with you. It's,
1 and 2. I think the time to talk about Jesus is Christmas and Easter.
Easter.
That's pretty much the big two.
No,
isn't
no,
it?
it's popular at this time of the year, but I'm just saying it's best. There's other people out there. Do you know what I mean? We're going out to.
But we're talking to everyone. It's just we just happen to be here at the festival of Christmas.
Right, yeah. Well, happy Christmas to everyone. That.
Play a record. Just take us through the moment where you gave this gift. Firstly,
So you
were
went
excited-
into Boots, right? You thought, alright, 100 condoms, brilliant. Okay, did you wrap it
I don't
up?
know if it was 100, probably 80.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to go mad, do you?
Wrap them up.
I'm just resting easy knowing that he's not trying to breed.
Right. No.
Yeah.
So I got her them. I got her Grease on DVD because she's
Okay.
always watching that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So just think of when her mum said, what did Carl get you? Some condoms and grease.
I was going to say, I'm glad he said on DVD.
And, she was surprised anyway, right? Because
Yeah, I bet she was.
no, when she got
she was thinking like jewellery.
no, right?
That showed her. That surprised you, wasn't it? Alright?
So hang on, wait a
You
minute.
thought it was a holiday, didn't you? Yeah, look at your face.
You don't know me at all. So hang on. So did you give these on Christmas Day?
Right, what happened is she got in from work that Saturday, right? And I said, look under the tree.
Knackered. Oh, at least it's Christmas. Yeah. At least I'm going to get a little bit. Yeah, go on.
I said, look, you got some stuff under the tree, right? So
Did you give her a sugar lump?
Right, she was really chuffed with that. But she said she was a bit puzzled because I didn't know we had any wrapping paper, right? So I ended up using wallpaper.
You didn't take it off the wall though. You had
No,
some.
no, it was some left over, right? So she said, why have you used wallpaper? I said, well, I didn't have any paper and you were getting in a bit and I wanted you to have a surprise. So she said, can I have a feel of them? I said, no.
Presents.
She thought, right, I've got the right thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Christmas Day, I said, no, don't get carried away. It's nothing really good. You know, we said we weren't going to buy each other much. So there you go, open them.
Yeah. Go on.
And
Can I just ask, had you received your present from her yet?
yeah.
So what had you received?
What did they have? Had some shoes,
Nice.
right? Getaway game for PlayStation.
Nice.
I'm just totting up
Just
the
part
value
of the value
of
of
this.
those,
Go on, yeah.
And just also think about how much fun and pleasure you get from them.
Yeah.
Although, of course, condoms, I can see the
Well,
see the appeal.
Well, okay. Yeah. So
yeah,
I think
but
I can.
also add to that bit 150 quid for a meal. If you're going to start totting up, 150 quid for a meal. I bought some shoes, 72 quid.
Yeah, that was after the event, though.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so you received these, dare I say it, thoughtful and nice gifts. You handed over the box of condoms. They were wrapped up. She
Well,
unwrapped them.
yeah.
Go on, take us through it. Walk us through it.
Well, it's not something you play with on Christmas morning.
Oh God. Oh.
But,
Right.
But when she opened
What
them,
did she
her
say? What did
face
she say?
well, I wrapped them twice as well, so she thought it was something really good.
Extra
Like,
protection.
do? Right.
And
So she thought it was something really good.
and then
So the disappointment would be doubled.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
then she just opened it and went, oh yeah, so what's on the telly? And that
God,
was that.
ungrateful. What an ungrateful woman that is.
Well, she got stuff.
Fancy not wanting
I told her.
a box of economy condoms from Boots.
I said to her about the thing about, it's all about the surprise and that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You explained that to her.
Yeah,
What, after she'd unwrapped it?
yeah. And
Thoughtful.
she was all right about it.
Yeah. She understood.
Rick, you know I suggested to him that he buy his girlfriend a gift. I'm worried I've done more damage to the relationship by suggesting that than if he had just forgotten.
Next time you've got to go shopping for her yourself, Steve.
I think I might do.
You've better go shopping for her yourself.
I'm glad it's all over though. It's mental.
Yeah.
It annoys me. The whole thing annoys me, and she knows that as well.
Yeah.
She should know. What? She still insists on having Christmas once a year.
Well,
Wow. I'm you know.
no, but well, anyway, what did you get?
I can't think what you bring to the relationship, Carl. I don't know what it is she's getting from you in this relationship. It's like she's doing all the work. Well, yeah.
80 times. Oh God, Carl! I love it. You're brilliant. I know what she's getting. He's the.
What though? He's not thoughtful.
No, but he's thoughtful. It's the best he can do with the brain he's got. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He's doing his best. He's absolutely doing his best. There's no.
He's working at the limits of his powers.
Do you know what I mean? Though he's done as well as he can with what he was given.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
and that's admirable.
Yeah.
It's like I think he's done better than you'd expect. I bet his teachers didn't even think he'd get this far. Do you know what I mean?
What? Find a girl.
No, well, yeah, a job, a girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Clothe himself. He's done really well. What do you think, Carl? You think you've done well?
I think I've done all right compared to some of my mates.
What are they doing now?
Probably not that much. Do you know what I mean? Mrs. Matthews said I wouldn't be an high flyer. I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have a holiday every year. Got somewhere to live and that.
Yeah. Got a new flat, haven't you?
Yeah, so
So where are they then, the condoms? Did she show them to her family and friends?
No.
Take them into work? Look what
I'm
Carl got me?
surprised she told Ricky, actually. I was a bit disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go shouting
Well, she was so
around.
excited, Carl, clearly. She was just so pleased and proud.
Alright, play a record, we come back to it.
And then we've got a Christmas edition of Rockbusters, which
Oh.
I found out yesterday.
Go on.
Channel 4 have ripped it off.
Go on.
It's on their teletext thing.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, on their teletext page, someone said.
What are they doing then?
Like Rockbusters, they're copying the format.
You sure they're not copying Blockbusters?
No, it's someone said it's a cryptic clue of a band and that, and initials, and you work it out.
That is despicable. I mean, we should investigate this.
So they've fundamentally ripped off the idea of being allowed to do a cryptic clue to guess a band.
Yeah, but they sort of clever cryptic clues.
Oh, so they certainly ripped you off then, haven't they?
I'm just saying.
Hey, I should just point out, because it's Christmas time, we've had an email from Dickie Anderson.
Oh,
Whee!
Dickers.
Yeah, RA is, well, he's, I suppose he's a long-time listener.
Yeah.
And he emails us most weeks. Ricky, if, as I suspect, I'm your only listener, I wouldn't bother with your show today, as I've got to attend some family Christmas nonsense at Auntie Marion's house. That's from Dickie Anderson, and he's good because considering he hates the show and everything we stand for, he does take the time to email every week.
That counts. That counts to advertisers.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot like him. We've also had a lovely Christmas card here from Alexandra, right? Who's she loves the show. She loves you, Carl, and she's enclosed some biscuits for you to save you a bit of money because she knows you goes out and get your own biscuits. Then we've got a lovely little packet of Fox's
Well, why don't you wrap
Creations.
them up and you can give them to your girlfriend?
So what did you do for New Year, incidentally?
Well, I cocked it up a bit, right?
You're joking.
Go on.
You're joking. You're joking, mate. Go on.
I went and booked a
You
table.
got the wrong day.
No, right? booked a table at a restaurant that was shut. Right?
What?
I booked a table at a restaurant, and the one that I called, it wasn't the one. The call had been diverted. So Suzanne said, call them up and see what they're serving, right? Because I forgot to do that when I booked the table, right?
That's great, anyway.
Because the thing is, right, it's a restaurant in Covent Garden, but they've got one in Victoria. But when they answered and they said, no, Victoria, I thought that was the person who was answering the phone. Do you know how some people say the name?
Right.
So then when I called them up and said, what
You thought he sounded a bit funny.
right? So,
I'm confused, Carl, but probably not more.
Well,
no more than you would have been on
okay,
the
it was a branch of a.
All right,
he doesn't
anyway,
want to give the restaurant away, so he phoned it up. There's one in Covent Garden. They answered the
So
phone.
it's not, the restaurant's not called No.
No, they said no, Victoria.
Why can't we name the restaurant?
I don't know why.
Are we
It's
scared?
not libelous.
Are we scared that, are you scared people are going to sort of see you in there because it's your regular home?
no, it's just that, you got to pay for stuff, haven't you?
Right.
I mean, it's...
Okay, anyway, so you've
I
got...
would mention it before New Year, but it's not...
So
in
did
our
you go
favour
all the
now,
way
is
to
it?
the restaurant to find out that it was closed?
No. What happened is I called
Was that the
them
name
up.
of the restaurant again?
Right, the restaurant's called Christopher's. They've got one in Covent Garden, they've got one in Victoria. He
Right.
phoned up, he went to book, it's a lovely restaurant, I've been there often, I recommend it to him. He phones up, says, can I have a table for new, he said, no problem, sir. Right? And then, Suzanne said, oh, you better call up, see if they've got any haddock on the, menu. And he went, hello, and they went, hello, Christopher's. Victoria went, Victoria? They went, yeah, he went, oh no. That's it, innit?
So then I just said, no, forget it. I'm not going all the way over there. So I cancelled it, right? So then I called up Suzanne and said, look, I've made an error. The place we were going to is shut.
Was she
So-
surprised again, or?
So we're not going. So she said, oh, try some other places. And I did. They were all booked up, right? I was fed up anyway. I hate New Year. It's always like this, isn't it? So I said, look.
You know the common factor in all these stories? You hate Christmas, you hate Christmas,
It's
you hate
you.
New Year. It is you.
Right?
Yeah.
So I said, I'll sort something out.
Yeah.
So I went to Tesco.
Leave it with me. Went to Tesco's,
You
boots
went
were
to
shut.
Tesco.
Got a lovely plate of condoms.
Did you just stay in and play with her birthday, her Christmas gifts?
blowing them up? There's all
Staying
I've done some balloons.
Well, it was. We did stay in, and I watched that thing that 100 greatest moments, which was annoying me. Did you see? There was a nudist on it. You know how I feel about them,
Yeah.
right? Did you see him?
Man with two knobs.
There was a man with two knobs on it, and a nudist who just wanders about the house.
But it said, and when he visits people, I was thinking, who lets him visit? I go,
Exactly, yeah.
But he must go there with trousers on and go, hello, lovely to see you. Can I just pop all these off? Well, not really, no.
And I tell you what annoyed me the most. He had a white sofa. If you were a nudist, you'd get a darker one. Right? So anyway, right, so we ended up watching that. That annoyed me. And then I was tired by about 11 and I said, oh, let's go to bed. And she said, you can't. And that annoys me, the fact that because it's New Year, you got to stay up. And it's like, well, why? Can't we just... You should bring it forward, so in case you want
to quarter to 10.
Well, you stay up and it's like my eyes were dead heavy and I was like, oh, I want to go to sleep. So just stay up and then it's midnight and you go Happy New Year, then you go to bed.
Yeah. Well, not everyone, Carl. Some people have a little party.
So it's over with anyway.
Yeah. So, are you 86 years old?
86 on my nerves.
Do you ever enjoy? You never seem to have any fun, Carl. This is what disappoints. This is what worries me. I feel like you're going to die.
You're here,
young,
you're here, Carl. With us two, we've got three. As I was just saying to Steve, three of the greatest comedy minds ever in one room. And Steve pointed out since the goodies.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It should be Party Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Rockbusters.
Rockbusters. We'll tell the prizes, Steve.
Yeah,
tell
we
them
have got
Christmas
some,
gift. This is Christmas gifts.
I don't know if you'll receive them in time to actually pass them off as gifts.
I wonder
to
if
your
I
friends
can
and
tell
family.
that Ross Noble story that he told us.
I don't know. We'll have to discuss that when the record's playing.
Okay, alright.
Okay, so you heard a track from it just then. It's the XFM Christmas album. I think that's been knocking around here in the office for years, hasn't it, Carl? Or is it new this year?
It was brought out about 2 years ago,
Okay.
but Christmas songs are
Christmas songs,
fairly timeless,
songs.
aren't
Yeah, it's not bad. There's Scott bands on there like Dandy Warhols, the Webb Brothers are on there, Drugstore, Bell and Sebastian, Flaming Lips, all sorts. So we've got that to give away. We've also got this Smashing Pumpkins compilation, which we've seen again. That seems to be knocking around for weeks. Another one of those 50 years of the greatest hit singles. I don't know, Culture Club's on there, Queen, obviously,
I've just
Lennon.
seen the cult film.
Yeah, the cult film we'll come back to shortly. This, I think, is one of the most exciting gifts. If you have a video player and you want to get trim, then surely Big Brother 3 champion Kate Lawler and her cardio combat video, in which I think she uses kind of, I don't know, military kickboxing training to get you trim and taut and looking as good as her. Then you can get that as well. We've also got a exclusive 7-inch single from the White Stripes, a kind of Christmas single. Is that from them?
Yeah.
That must be quite rare. That's probably the only thing
That
we're
is
hanging
rare.
on to.
That is worth something.
And the current Badly Drawn Boy album, Have You Fed the Fish, which I think is slightly mediocre.
They've gone up, actually. I think that the level of prices there has gone up.
Not a bad selection, but here is the big movie, and actually I have to say this is not a bad one.
No, it's not. Again, it's not terrible at all.
It could be worse. It's James Caan in the original Rollerball, not the disastrous remake that came out recently, but the DVD version of Rollerball. So that's there as well. So something fairly interesting.
That's worth winning. Right, come on then. Let's do Rockbuster.
Well, will we play a song to give people time to get a pen and paper and that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing it next.